Where this airplane stands out from the crowd is when you're coming back into land. Traditional airplanes like the Harrier, when you're coming into hover Harrier, it's tremendously busy in the cockpit. You've usually got 3 levers in the Harrier. And coming into the hover, you're permanently jockeying all 3 of those controls, making small inputs. You can never rest for a second in a Harrier. The beauty about this airplane is that this airplane knows how to hover better than the best Harrier pilot in the world. And from about a mile away, I can just designate a button on the throttle here, and the airplane will take me into the hover. And then really you as a pilot are just consenting really, and just making sure the airplane decided that you're in the right place. This airplane definitely has unique capabilities that we don't have right now. The main headline, if you like, is stealth. Everyone likes to see this as a low observable airplane, and that's the only reason we could buy this airplane, is because we don't have that stealth capability. This airplane undeniably has that, and it gives us a great deal more access to parts of the world that might be more difficult for us to have access to now if we had the need to go those places. This airplane can go into places without being seen and do its job and be out of the way long before those nasty, more modern generation surface-to-air missile systems and air-to-air systems can see us. We don't have a head-up display. A lot of legacy airplanes have a piece of glass in front of you which shows you all your information. For us, that's all projected inside the helmet, and the advantage of having this projected inside the helmet is that the cameras that project that we can also use to project other imagery that we have sensors on the airplane that can pick up. So, for example, I can, at a push of a button, look at a camera which is underneath the airplane, and I can actually look under my arm and look through the airplane, and what I would see if the airplane wasn't there is projected inside my helmet. And I can just look all around me in infrared, and I can also look around me in the visual spectrum too. I think any test pilot in the world would give his right arm to work on this program. Tremendous honor, tremendous privilege. I love my job. I wouldn't trade it for anyone else's, that's for sure.
What makes this plane special is as much what you can't see. Its electronics, its surveillance, and its intelligence gathering capabilities. You don't just need mechanics to maintain it, you also need software engineers, and that's why you can see in the background a bank of computers. And of course, in battle, all the information gathered by this plane can be sent directly to commanders on the ground.
Well, Jonathan, this is a depiction of one of the sensors that is resident on the F-35, which allows us to maximize offensive capability while minimizing collateral damage. You'll notice as we are overlooking Las Vegas from a slant range of about 43 miles, we have tremendous fidelity on not only being able to target, in this case, individual windows of a hotel, but when you combine that with the capability of the modern family of precision weapons, it gives us a tremendous capability to put bombs on target exactly where we need them to be.
So that's 49 miles away, or it was 49 miles away, and you can pinpoint a hotel window.
That's correct. That's correct. And that's the kind of capability we have to minimize collateral damage while maximizing the offensive capability of F-35. Now, Jonathan, this is the distributed aperture system, and what this depicts is our ability in F-35 to glean information from the entire battle space. Space-based systems can give us information. Other aircraft can offer us information, as well as information that comes from the ground and maritime systems as well. When those are all fused in F-35, it gives a single-seat fighter pilot a tremendously intuitive picture of the battle space from which he can take tactical action.